Hello everyone, welcome back to Walls of CCLP4. We left off on level 94 titled Daunting Gauntlet, which I believe is one of the last levels in the difficulty order version. I'm not 100% sure on my memory there, but that's my guess. So this uses the walls of Ditch Digger, which is really interesting because Ditch Digger had a very specific pattern, I want to say, with its 6x6 room matrix design and the 2x2 tile wide corridor outside. But anyway, let's see what we got going here. This isn't a overly easy level or anything like that, so I'm not expecting to solve on this attempt. But yeah. So I can get the red key and go left, or the fire boots and go down. I don't know which is the correct option, or if it doesn't matter. Let's get the red key first. Just because I can. Alright. I remember this level being busted, specifically in JB's LP. It was busted, and I fortunately have the fixed version, so I can't execute the said bust. Even if I could, I wouldn't, because I don't think I could pull that kind of shenanigan off anyway. Okay. So, this is a really interesting room. Alright, I guess we just keep cloning until we get to our destination. I can collect that easily. 2, 3, 4. And then 3 more. Oh. There was apparently a collision. Okay. Let's click this. Clone one more. So I can get that. And that. So what good did that even do? I can't go this way. I can't get blocks through this. Can I do something else in here? Huh. Okay, well, I guess the red key wasn't the right option. So let's get the fire boots there. So I actually wasn't planning on recording Walls of CCLP4 today. The reason why I am is, well, I have to. But it's not that I don't want to. I don't want to make that impression. But I was actually wanting to finish up ZK3 Abandoned and ZK Adventure today, but unfortunately I ran into a little bit of an issue with the next level I'm on in that set, which is Hidden, and there's a solvability issue. And until Zane fixes it, I am not going to touch the set, so I'm just going to keep on trucking with this set until otherwise. Okay, so I have 3 of these. I have 3 of these guys. What am I supposed to do? Can I collect these chips, or can I? Let's just move forward. Okay, I think I want to collect these. So I have what, 3? What's the purpose of this water space? That's a little bit out of place. I can get this, this. And I guess that. I have a feeling I know what the end of the level consists of. I have a feeling. I don't want to make assumptions, but I just have a feeling I know what the ending is about. Okay, this is precarious, but we can just do that, I guess. I'm surprised I got those on my first try. Oh, I missed them both. Missed it again. There we go. Okay, so we got ourselves a little anti-disruptive caves thing. Which is actually pretty easy. Okay. Alright, so that's those chips. This is a pretty interesting walker dodging section. I like it though. I can dig it. Okay, so yeah, the fire boots was the correct approach. So what do I use the red key for? Or do I not even use it? I probably don't even use it, but we'll see. So I have a feeling I know what the end of the level consists of, as I said. I want to say it uses this fireball cloner. Okay, let me collect that first. 5. And then one more. Okay. So yeah, I want to say we use this fireball cloner to get to partial post. Originally you can partial post using a block and a tank, using the walker shenanigans to get it to press the tank button, but that was fixed. So I want to say we need to guide a fireball through this mess. And I guess have it toggle buttons for us. That's kind of like a, well, I don't know the pronunciation for that level, but Jeffrey knows what level I'm talking about. It's the one that Eddie Lynn made in NSG, or Never Stop Gaming. Okay. So this is why I was kind of hesitant with this section, because I have to get a fireball all through here. And I think what I need to get it to do is I need to get it to blow up bombs to get the red key, and then use the red key for something. Not sure what. I'm pretty sure that's what I need to do though. But with only one blue key, there's not a whole lot I can do with this. like the only one I can really do is unlock this and then hope for cloning shenanigans and like collision shenanigans to get a fireball there. But even then, I have to get one on this, and then I have to get at least 4 up there. So I have to get like lucky like 6 times. But let's go ahead and try it anyway, because why not? Just keep cloning. And that's what I was afraid of. Okay, so I need to be a little bit more mindful with the blue lock section. Okay. So let's keep going here. I kind of already see the path I need for the sockets. I need to get it like this to go up there. So there's that. Okay, so let's see what I can do here. I have 3 blue keys, and I need 1 for at least every chip. I know there were extras up there in the upper right. At least if I remember right, there were. There are extras, but I need the green key to get them, and the only way I can get the green key is by having all the chips. So those extras are indeed extras. So I have to get these chips. There's nothing I can do about that. But how is the question? I don't believe there's any flippers in this level. Not that I can remember. So I can't get the chip that way. But how do I get the fireballs through this? Unless I just don't collect the chip. But even then, I need to unlock more than 3 of these. Oh, I see. That's what the key at the end is for. So I unlock that one at the end. Got it. Now let's hope I can get the paramecia thing right. Alright. It looks harder than than it actually is. Yeah, I did it a completely different way, but it worked. Alright. Hey, look at that. I memorized the path. How to get through a maze like a champ. I feel like that should be a level mod, or not a level mod, but that should be a level I should make for my reject set. Like have an invisible wall maze, but you absolutely have to get through it without oofing once. I'm actually going to try to make that right after this level. Or right after this video. I I like this section a lot. It's unique. Alright, so let's just keep cloning, because eventually they're going to clear all the bombs. There we go. Alright. Alright, so I just need to get a fireball through here to take it back to the toggle thing. I'm just going to call this the OHO section because I don't know what else to call it. Alright, so we cleared this one. Let me form the path for this. So it's going to go through here and it's going to go up that way. So that fireball is going to get stuck on the force floor, so which means I have to do this. I have to do this multiple times. I think I have to do this multiple times, which is a little aggravating. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of. Like, if this was like 1 or 2 times, maybe I would be totally okay with it. But I have to get another one up there to get the red key, and if I need to guide him through the red door, then I definitely need to, I need more fireballs than I'm expecting. And as far as I know, I have to do these one at a time as well. At least I'm pretty sure I have to. Alright, so let's go ahead and go through here. So, does this... What's the way the partial post? Is it still the way that JB did it? Or does it go through here? No, because it can't go through the trap, so... Yeah, it has to press this button. Okay, well that answers how to solve the level. I hope I have the blocks I need for the ending, the partial post. I don't even remember if I do or not. I guess I can go look. Let me clone another one. No, I don't even have the blocks to do this. So, how was I supposed to know? I was 100% supposed to know that I had the partial post. Like, okay, fill that in. Fill that in. Nah, nothing I can do. I kinda wish that was made evident. I knew that was part of the busted solution, but I thought the whole partial post gimmick to start with was the bust. I didn't think it was actually required in the level. Well, I mean, I'll do what I can. I know I can't beat the level now, but I at least want to see how this is timed. Like, I want to see how you're actually supposed to do this. So, if I release this guy, what do I do? It's going to finally go through where the bombs were, like this. It's going to go zigzag, zigzag. Okay, so it is going to press it. If I have it like this, then it's stuck in a cycle. So yeah, it looks like I was supposed to partial post this. I don't see any other way to do it. That's a little unfortunate. I mean, it really is. That honestly, that kind of hinders my opinion of this level. Like, I was liking it up to that point. And again, I knew the partial post was technically a part of the solution, but again, I thought that was the busted solution. Like, I knew the walker bit and everything was busted, but I thought the whole partial post thing was included in the bust as part of the bust. That's how at least that's how it sounded. But oh well, I'm dealing with it. Clearly. Now that I know, oh boy. Oh, I oofed. Oops. Oof twice. Oh well, what can you do? I still like the way that walker thing plays out. Like, that's a cool thing to do. Okay, so I don't even know how to save a block out of this. I don't remember what JB did to even save a block. Like, this all felt forced. This still feels forced. Can I save a block? In any way, can I save a block here? I have this one. I mean, this just trades me 1 for 1. So that doesn't do any good. But how are you supposed to know this? I mean, I don't know. I expected the actual solution to be a little bit different. I didn't think the partial post was actually an intended thing. That's not the impression I got from the bust. But whatever. I mean, I'm not upset. I'm more disappointed. Like that's actually required. But like I say about most things in life, it is what it is. I just expected different, that's all. I have Discord messages that I can't read because I'm recording. Alright, went through the maze oofless again. Okay, let me examine this a little bit more carefully. But first, let me see what these Discord messages are because I'm curious. I hate seeing the number like that. Okay, they're all from the same person. That's weird. Alright, never mind. Okay, forced. Okay, I can do this, but that doesn't really help me any. Neither does that. Nor does that. Nor does that. Okay, there we go. Got the block. I'm not going to push it through yet. I know I technically can, but I'm not going to. Alright, I got my block saved, so I just gotta repeat this tedious process, which I'm sorry, but I am going to call this tedious. Not the cloning in this section. I meant the cloning for the end. Well, that's an obstacle. But you know what? It's okay, because that fireball can be used to blow up the bomb I need. There we go. Now, I'm not gonna really complain about this too much, even though it seems like I am. I just can't help but think this is a little bit on the tedious side. Like, I don't see how you can argue this isn't tedious. Like, you have to clone a fireball, follow it through to get it through this nonsense. like again, if this was like 2, maybe 3 fireballs max, this would be exceptional. But this is like, this is what, how many fireballs? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have to get 5 more fireballs through this. I mean, that's a little excessive, don't you think? Also, most people would probably appreciate the hidden trick of saving the block for the partial post, but I am not one of those people. Sad to say. Like, it's cool you can save a block, but that sort of thing, it just feels like, in my opinion, that feels like something that should be optional. Like, hey, you can save a block, that's cool, but you can't do anything with it because it's just an extra block. But the fact it's necessary is just, I don't know. Thankfully, I don't have to go check on these fireballs after releasing them from this. I think that's 3. And then I have to follow this one through because I have to get the red key now. Okay, so I'm going to take a shortcut back. I mean, there probably is a quicker way to do this with the toggle wall thing, and I just don't see it, but that just seems like something risky to do. In my opinion. Alright, so it's going to press that tank button. Which means I can go through here. So this little joyride section for the ending is pretty cool, because if you get through this without exiting, you can actually read the secret hint. I'm actually going to try to do it. I'm probably going to fail since it's a pretty long slide, but... Woohoo! I got through it. Walls from Ditch Digger. Now that was a cool bonus. That's like 1,000 points for me. Sorry. But overall, my thoughts on this level, even though it seems like they're negative, the level's still good. It was fun to play nonetheless. The busted solution, considering how tedious personally I felt the fireball cloning bit was tedious. But considering how lengthy it was a lot more lengthy than I was anticipating. But all things considering with that, I feel like the busted solution should have stayed in as an alternative. I don't know. It kind of feels, well, that relies on luck, so I can see why that was fixed, but I don't know. I'm kind of mixed on this level, to be completely honest. The ending was fun. The whole concept of getting fireballs through the whole thing was pretty well done as well. Just how many that were needed, I feel like that could have been a little bit less. But maybe it couldn't have been helped, I don't know. But if it, like I said, if it was like 3, 4 max, it would have been perfect. But it had like 6 or 7 required. So the first 2 at the beginning, I'm not gonna really complain too much about. But anyway, Ocean Speedway. This is the walls, or rather the locks of Ravaged, which a lot of people say this uses the ones from Sapphire Cavern, and for the most part they do, but there are some exceptions in some places, particularly the one in the upper right, that weren't a part of Sapphire Cavern, but they are part of Ravaged because, well, I wanted to make the space. So anyway, this is based on, well, I don't know if it's based on, but it's named after a Spyro 2 level that served as a Speedway challenge. Is it Spyro 2? It might be Spyro 3, but I know there's a lot of Spyro 2 titles in this set. Okay, so I assume I press that first, and then go down here. Okay, so I have 5 more chips to get. This is a pretty cool little time crunch level. I like the way this is flowing so far. No matter where I go, I'm gonna get hit by that glider. So let's just go up here. Locks from Ravage. There was really no point to this section, so now there's a thing. Yeah, the one in Ravage actually had a purpose, so. Alright. With 15 seconds left, that was fun. I thoroughly enjoyed that level quite a bit. It definitely felt a lot different than Ravage. Like, Ravage was obviously, well, like a destroyed Sapphire Cavern, and this one was more opposite. I don't know what to really say of it, but it was fun. I really enjoyed that. That's a really good time crunch level that kind of spreads apart from a lot of other time crunch levels that I've seen. All right, Half Moon Bay. I read the comments on this level on Pie Guy's site, and apparently this is named after a type of cheese, which I wasn't really expecting, because there's actually a location here in California named with this title. It's actually not that far from where I live. So I assumed it was named after that, but it wasn't. Anyway. So, this uses the walls of lean thinking, which is interesting because lean thinking was essentially just a big old room with a couple of smaller rooms, and isn't exactly the approach I was expecting with it, but honestly, there's probably a lot of levels in this set, and probably in the walls of CCLP1 and 3 sets that JB and I are working on respectively. There's probably a lot of them that we both can say that it's not what we expected to design after these walls. But we'll go ahead and do that. Alright. So is that all the blue keys? No, I need 4. Okay, so I just waste the block. Okay. And these are cool little challenges to get the gliders through this. Alright. So that's all the blue keys, which means I can go through here now. Okay, I can only collect 4 of these. Alright, fair enough. Let's see where I can go from here. I can get a better look at this room from here. Okay, I see how to do it. There we go. That kind of reminded me of Archie's Sewerway level in CCLP4, and it might actually be what that section in particular was inspired on. Ugh. Blob at that point in the level. This level's not that hard, actually. This was a pretty fun level to play. And I can't help but feel like this is a Zane-inspired ending. I can't help but feel like that was Zane-inspired, but hey, you know what? That was fun. That's a level I really like as well. Like, it had its own little challenges with the center room and then even more challenges at the end. The blob room, I'm kind of iffy on. It was a little tight, but that doesn't really change much. I still liked it. Okay, Block Town Breakdown. Do I want to play this right now? I think I want to save this, because Daunting Gauntlet took me a long time, and then the last two not nearly as much, and I want to say I'm at like around 30 minutes ish, roughly. Let me see if I can check. Oh yeah, I'm well over that. So we're gonna end it off right here, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, we'll see you next time for Block Town Breakdown.